Welcome back to 0 to 60. In today's video, I'm going to try and put some life back into the old SAAB 9.3. But in particular, try and bring the old black faded plastics back to black. Now you may have seen the other video on our channel on the old Ford Transit that's currently sitting over there, and it has actually worn really well. That was nearly 2 years ago now, I think, and this poor thing lives outside in the Queensland climate, and it has worn and aged really well. That was also a very easy product to apply and to use, which is kind of the reason for today's video. I've got the Rustoleum equivalent of that Duplicolor, so I want to see how the Rustoleum version compares to the Duplicolor paint that we used on the Transit. Previously, even on this SAAB, you know, we've used every type of oil and rejuvenation product and silicone spray that you can imagine to try and bring it back to life. And some of them do look really good, but none of them last like the painting does. And with how easy the Duplicolor product was to use on the Transit, I thought we may as well just do it on the SAAB. And when I went to the shop during the week to pick some up, they didn't actually have any Duplicolor, they only had the Rustoleum. So I thought, well, I'll grab the Rustoleum and I'll see how it compares to the Duplicolor. So to get started, I am only going to do the side skirts and the front and rear bumper skirts. I won't do the door molds and the bumper molds. I'll wait until I see how this product actually compares, and if it's all well and good, then I'll pop those molds off and do them. But if it doesn't last or doesn't adhere or isn't as good as the Duplicolor, then I'll just run to the shop next week, grab some Duplicolor and just redo it all again and do the door molds then. So we'll see how it goes. But to get started, I'll pull the car into the little shed where hopefully you can actually still see what's going on, and we'll get it prepped, ready for paint. Let's do it. Okay, it doesn't quite fit in there as well as I was hoping, but for the comparison, I'm going to do about the equal amount of prep and a very similar application to what was done on the Transit with the Duplicolor, so I can see how the Rustoleum, how the color compares and the adhesion compares, and make sure it's not blotchy or anything like that, because that Duplicolor just, yeah, admittedly nearly a full can did get used on just one front bumper, but yeah, I just want to keep it as even as possible. But the color was great with the Duplicolor, so we'll see if the Rustoleum can do that. However, this is an additional step that you didn't have to do on the Transit, because there's a few sections around the car where they've had little hits and little nicks, particularly on the front bumper. So you can see there's an actual piece of plastic that's hanging off there. I tried to get rid of it just quickly off camera with a little bit of wet and dry. Rubbed over it, but yeah, it's a little bit too strong, a little bit too severe, so I've just grabbed a razor blade and I'll run around the car now and just trim off any crazy. It's a bit harder with one hand actually. It's really hard with one hand, but trim off any really nasty sections like that. I might do that one too. I just run along there like that. Yeah, make it nice and... Yep. So I'll run around the car like that, and then I'll get back on the camera just when I start to mask it up. So I've done that around the whole car, and now I'm going to mask it up, and then I'll hit it with some prep wash. For the masking, these things are fantastic. It's just a roll of plastic that is pre-taped with masking tape on one edge. So you can lay the masking tape down, and then you pretty much just peel the plastic up. And yeah, there's enough to pretty much cover half a car, or more, actually, yeah, probably cover nearly the whole car. So yeah, if you do it from both sides, you won't get any paint on anything you don't want it on. So I'll do that. Now I'll just give it a quick, kind of vigorous wipe / scrub with the wax and grease remover, and then it should be ready to paint. Okay, so after a really good shake, we can start laying the paint on. I'm gonna go in, well, it says 2 to 3 coats. So the first one I'll do really quickly, really lightly, and it says to only wait a few minutes between the coats as well. So I'll do one pass, and I'll probably just do the car and just keep going, but start off really light, and yeah, get heavier as we go until the third coat, which will be decently wet. Okay. Yeah, it's gone on pretty easy. Actually, I'll show you on the camera the rear as well. Okay, straight away it's coming out really thick. Really thick, like I don't want to, it almost looks patchy at the moment, and I don't want to layer it up too much because it's just the first coat. So admittedly it looks a lot better already. So we'll see what happens. I'll go and do the front now, but you've already seen 2, so yeah, don't worry about that. I'll catch you on the next coat. Okay, now for the second coat. And this time I'm going to go a little bit thicker. Yeah, that's actually filled in. It's filled in all of those sort of patchy areas already. That looks a lot better. I don't think it's gonna, yeah, after the third coat, I reckon that will be it. All right, cool, I'll quickly do the rest of the car and we'll catch you for the last coat. To actually look really good already. So this time I'll try and get a little bit thicker, but obviously not too thick. Not crazy, but that it is a very even color. It doesn't look like it's been painted, it just looks like new plastic, which is good. So, let's do the last one. Okay, there we go. That looks even better than I was expecting. Like, I don't know, when it had the tape still up, you could see it looked like an okay finish, but for some reason it wasn't until I actually pulled everything off and then pulled the car out and saw it back in the same position where it was before I started that I realized how much better it looks. And now I almost feel silly for not doing the door molds and the bumper molds, because now they just look, they look terrible and they're letting the rest of the car down. But I guess it's good in one sense because I know that I can just use the Rust-Oleum to finish the job, and the car should look a lot better once it's done. Although in saying that, there's probably not going to be enough left in the can to actually do those bar molds and bumper molds, so I will have to go and get another can anyway. So yeah, that was a 400 gram can, I think, and that was yeah, that only did the bottom of the skirts, which isn't much plastic, it's not very thick, but I'm really happy with that. I'm stoked. I think the car looks a lot better already, and at the moment I can't really pick a winner between the Duplicolor or the Rustoleum. I guess we'll wait and see how this fares in the weather. I guess whichever your local auto parts store has, just run with that one. I'll put a link below to both of them. And if you do have any other questions, of course, just comment below, let us know. And I'll put a proper picture. I'll go back over to where it was, where I washed it just before I started the video, and get a picture so you can get a proper comparison before and after. And comment below if you reckon it was worth doing and if it does look better, or am I just getting a false sense of accomplishment because I just spent all afternoon doing that in the Australian summer. Anyway, I appreciate you watching as always. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.